What if the most beautiful beings ever reported visiting Earth weren't here to save us, but to guide humanity into a trap? Welcome to the hidden truth about Nordic aliens, the tall, blonde, blue-eyed visitors from the stars that look exactly like perfection out of ancient legends. These entities, often called Pleiadians or tall whites, are consistently described as 6 to 7 feet tall with flawless physiques, long, straight blonde or reddish hair, piercing blue or green eyes, and skin that sometimes seems to glow with a faint pastel or bluish hue. They move with unnatural grace and communicate purely through telepathy. Witnesses say their presence alone can make you feel overwhelming peace, or overwhelming dread once you realize how deep the deception may run. They claim to originate from the Pleiades star cluster, specifically planets like Era in the Taygeta system. Early contactees in the 1950s sometimes said they came from Venus instead, a story that quietly changed when it became scientifically impossible. Why the shifting origins? That's one of the first red flags. One of the earliest major cases involved George Adamski, who claimed he met a Nordic named Orthon in the California desert. The being warned humanity about the dangers of nuclear weapons and pushed for global peace. Then came Billy Meyer in Switzerland, who said he maintained decades-long contact with Plejaren Nordics, especially a female named Semjase. He received detailed messages about spirituality, environmental collapse, and humanity's self-destructive path, along with photographs and video of their advanced beam ships. Across hundreds of independent reports, Nordics are almost always portrayed as benevolent space brothers, enlightened teachers here to help humanity ascend, end wars, and evolve spiritually. They preach love, light, and unity, but when you connect the dots, a far more disturbing picture emerges. In 1954, these Nordics allegedly met with President Eisenhower at Edwards Air Force Base. They offered advanced technology in exchange for nuclear disarmament and a new spiritual direction for America. Eisenhower reportedly turned them down. Instead, according to multiple insider accounts, the deal was made with the Greys, granting them permission to abduct American citizens in exchange for exotic technology. Some researchers warn of internal factions among the Nordics. While some may genuinely want to help, others could be infiltrators running psychological operations. Beautiful wolves in sheep's clothing competing with Greys and reptilians for control of Earth. Their warnings about the Greys might simply be rivals fighting over the same prize: humanity's genetics and soul energy. Connections even stretch back to the Vril Society in 1920s and 1930s Germany, where occult groups claimed contact with advanced Aryan-like beings from Aldebaran and the Pleiades, bringing knowledge of anti-gravity and superior technology. What mainstream history dismisses as Nazi myth may actually be suppressed evidence of real extraterrestrial influence. At the end of the day, Nordic aliens are the most human-looking extraterrestrials reported for a reason. They appeal directly to our deepest desires for salvation, without personal responsibility. The real question remains: are they here to liberate mankind from darker forces? Or are they the velvet glove covering the same controlling hand? Question everything. Never trust beauty at face value when it comes from the stars. The rabbit hole on Nordic aliens runs far deeper than most are willing to go.